Today in chemistry, we'll be starting with the chapter of chemical energetics. Now this is a pretty easy chapter provided you know all the concepts and formulas correctly. You just need to apply those formulas and concepts in the proper places. In the first question, we are given with a Born-Haber cycle. We need to find the lattice energy of calcium fluoride, which has been prepared from calcium solid and fluorine gas. And the data which has been provided to us is the sublimation energy of calcium solid, the ionization energy first of calcium, the ionization energy second of calcium, the dissociation energy of fluorine, the electron affinity of fluorine, and the heat of formation of this reaction. All the units are in kilocalories per mole. Now in Born-Haber cycle, we are given that calcium fluoride solid is being prepared from calcium solid plus fluorine gas. This is the delta or the heat of formation of calcium fluoride, which is given to us as minus 296. Now this Born-Haber cycle consists of a large number of steps. The first step is to convert this calcium solid into calcium gas. Now in order to do this, we need to supply energy, and the heat required is the delta H sublimation of calcium solid. Because sublimation energy is defined as the energy required to convert a substance from solid to gaseous state. This is the delta H sublimation of 1 mole of calcium solid. Now this calcium solid needs to be converted into calcium ions in the gaseous state. Firstly, the calcium will be converted from calcium gas to calcium plus in gaseous state, and then this calcium plus in gaseous state will be converted into calcium 2 plus in the gaseous state. So there are two steps involved. The first step involves the energy of ionization energy first, and the second step involves ionization energy second. So from going from calcium gas to calcium 2 plus gaseous state, we require ionization energy first plus ionization energy second. It cannot be directly converted. It has to be converted from calcium to calcium plus and from calcium plus to calcium 2 plus. So here we get calcium 2 plus gas. Now we have to deal with fluorine. This fluorine first of all needs to be converted into fluorine atoms or the fluoride ions in the gaseous state. So fluorine to 2F negative, or rather 2F in the gaseous state. This is the delta H dissociation energy of fluorine, because dissociation of fluorine in gaseous state to the atoms is this equation. Fluorine in gaseous state giving 2F, the fluorine atoms in gaseous state. So this is the delta H dissociation of fluorine. This is delta H dissociation. Now again these fluorine atoms need to be converted into fluoride ions, because the lattice energy is defined as the amount of energy released when 1 mole of a crystal is formed from its parent constituent ions in gaseous state. So in order to form this calcium fluoride crystal, we need to have the ion of calcium 2 plus in gaseous state and the ion of fluorine in gaseous state. So we are converting this calcium solid into calcium 2 plus gaseous state and this fluorine gas into fluoride ion in gaseous state. In order to convert this into this, we first converted this into calcium in gaseous state using the sublimation energy, and then this calcium in gaseous state to calcium 2 plus ions. Similarly, this fluorine cannot be directly converted into this 2 fluorine negative ions. They first have to be converted into fluorine atoms in gaseous state and then into fluoride ions. Now this step requires, since there are 2 moles of fluorine atoms in gaseous state, so the energy required is 2 times delta H electron affinity of fluorine atom. Now this and this when combined gives this, and the heat required in this process is delta H lattice energy, which we require to find out. So we will use all the data. What we do is we add this energy plus this heat plus this plus this plus this, and this entire energy or the heat is equal to the enthalpy of formation of calcium fluoride, because this is the net reaction which is going on. We have what we are doing here is we are converting the entire step or the entire reaction into constituent reactions, and then we are adding up all the different enthalpies to get the final enthalpy. So delta H sublimation, which is equal to 48 plus ionization energy first plus ionization energy second, which is 141 plus 274, plus delta H dissociation of fluorine gas, which is equal to 34, plus 2 times delta the heat of enthalpy of electron affinity of fluorine, which is minus 2 into 83, plus the lattice energy, which is equal to this entire thing is equal to the heat of formation or the enthalpy of formation of calcium fluoride, which is equal to minus 296. On solving this equation, we get the lattice energy is equal to minus 627, and since the units are in kilocalories per mole, we get the final answer of the lattice energy of calcium fluoride crystal as minus 627 kilocalories per mole. Now this is an important question. The concepts behind this question is we have to break the entire step, the entire big step, into constituent small steps, and then adding the enthalpies of each of the step, we get the final enthalpy of the formation of calcium fluoride crystal. And hence we find out the lattice energy of calcium fluoride crystal as minus 627 kilocalories per mole, which is our final answer.